Hi there, I'm Kim Harvey. I'm with Rural Compassion, and I have we're part of a ministry that reaches throughout the United States to do work where we want to come alongside the rural church and rural pastors and encourage them and strengthen them in their ministry. Our heart's desire is to meet that need. We see that the rural church has been neglected and it needs time, information, help, strengthening, needs uplifting, and Rural Compassion wants to do that. We see that there's needs in our rural churches, in our rural communities. Rural America has some of the poorest situations that we can find in America, and oftentimes they're overlooked. And we think that the church ought to be the ones that make that difference. And as a U.S. missionary, we have had this yearning to do something about that. And so my wife and I left our church in a rural setting in Northern California, and we resigned our church, and with the hearts ripped just to get out of there and try to move into this new direction that God has led us to. And now we find ourselves in a real neat opportunity to make a difference, not just in that little church where we came from, but we can make a difference in places like Burlington and Yates Center and Linden and Leroy, places around here, all over the United States. We have the great and wonderful privilege of meeting pastors that are just committing their lives to Christ. They're committing their lives and their whole families to this call to be in places that no one else would normally go. And what I'm excited about is when I see the change in the hearts of a pastor when he has been discouraged, feels wore down, and we come along, we bless them with some supplies for their church, so bless them with some supplies for their family, and maybe just whatever we can do. I mean, sometimes it's simply coming along, having a cup of coffee. Sometimes it's just interacting. Sometimes it's more than that. It's figuring out how to create a strategy of outreach into the community, how to create a plan, that maybe a long-term effort, and how to make inroads into the school and into the fire department, into leaders of the community, what we might call the stakeholders. And it's just an exciting ministry, because as pastors catch that vision and things start to unroll for them, and God opens a whole new set of horizons of opportunity and vision for their community, it's exciting to see how things unfold. And so we love being a part of that. We just feel like God has given us the time, the energy, the wisdom, the experience, the education, and set us up for this great opportunity. We just love where we are here in Burlington. Here we've got a tour of the little community here, and realize there's super opportunity in this town, and we're excited about that. And we just thank the Lord for the opportunity to connect here in Burlington, Kansas. Praise the Lord.